Insects suck. They also bite and sting. Some inject venom that can kill outright or produce a deadly allergic reaction. Others, like mosquitoes, spread parasites that are responsible for the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people annually. The list below, just to be clear, is taxonomically laid back. Basically, if it's creepy and crawly and can kill, it's on the list. Welcome to the world of Japanese giant hornets. As you might have guessed, they're some of the deadliest insects on the planet. They're also some of the most interesting. They're deadly killers, but they live in cooperative hives. Their venom can be fatal, but it's also used to give flavor to drinks and side dishes. The Asian giant hornet is a true hornet and the world's largest, ranging in size from 1.5 to slightly over 2 inches long, 3850 millimeters. The stinger is nearly 1 micrometer inch long, and stings are extremely painful. Each year in Japan, 3050 people die from being stung by these hornets. The venom is not the most lethal among bees and wasps, but due to the insect's large size, the dose is larger than any other stinging insect Americans typically encounter. Human sting deaths are biased toward individuals who are prone to anaphylactic reactions or to individuals who receive large numbers of stings. One or a few stings from an Asian giant hornet should not be life-threatening to an average individual. How painful is a Japanese hornet? Paraponera clavata is a species of ant, commonly known as the bullet ant, named for its extremely painful sting. It inhabits humid lowland drain forests in Central and South America. What is special about bullet ants? When one ant stings, it releases chemicals that signal other ants in the vicinity to sting repeatedly. The bullet ant has the most painful sting of any insect, according to the Schmidt Pain Index. The pain is described as blinding, electric pain, comparable to being shot with a gun. Can you survive a bullet ant? Can bullet ants kill a human? Even though bullet ants are capable of stinging repeatedly, there have been no known deaths due to stings from these ants. Amazingly, considering the level of pain associated with the stings, there are no long-lasting effects. How fast are bullet ants? That triple threat allows the ant to chomp down at 200 miles per hour, about the speed of a bullet train, or more than triple the speed of a sprinting cheetah. The bullet ant's pincer-like mandibles appear disproportionately large, and its stinger is clearly visible. Colonies of bullet ants number several hundred individuals. The average lifespan of the worker ant is 90 days. Bullet ants build their nests at the bases of trees. Giant Centipedes, Scolopendra gigantine, also known as the Peruvian giant yellow-legged centipede or Amazonian giant centipede, is a centipede in the genus Scolopendra. It is the largest centipede species in the world, with a length exceeding 30 centimeters. How poisonous is a giant centipede? If you should come face to face with a giant desert centipede inside your home, it may be a sign that others are present. We don't recommend you handle one without proper protection. Though the giant desert centipede's venom isn't poisonous to human beings, its pinch is said to be really painful. Where do giant centipedes live? Land of the giants. Amazonian giant centipedes are predominantly found in the tropical and subtropical rainforests of western and northern South America. They also inhabit areas of what is the #1 deadliest insect in the world? Mosquito. The common mosquito is often considered the most dangerous insect because it can transmit diseases like West Nile and more commonly malaria to its victims. Each year, this pest kills 1 million people around the world. How can such a small pest be so dangerous? Despite their size, They carry life-threatening diseases, and measures should be taken to protect against large infestations. This tiny pest is responsible for much misery and death. Nowhere in the United States is safe from mosquitoes. They are found everywhere, even in Alaska. There are areas in the U.S. that are prime real estate for mosquitoes, but the truth is warm, hot weather and any puddle of stagnant water is a breeding ground. Make sure that your yard is not welcoming them in. Change pet water bowls daily. Repair leaking hoses. Change bird bath water frequently, and eliminate any other sources of standing water. There are mosquitoes that can and do breed inside something as simple as a discarded damp potato chip. The 130 odd members of the subfamily Triatomina are also known as kissing bugs or vampire bugs for their tendency to bite humans around the soft tissue of the mouth. The insects are found in 28 states in the U.S. However, the ones here rarely carry Chagas disease, and the cases in the U.S. are thought to have originated in Central America, where it is endemic. Chagas kills about 1,200 people annually worldwide. Victims are typically asymptomatic for 4 to 8 weeks. Even in the chronic phases, most people show few symptoms, but 45% develop heart disease 10 to 30 years after the initial infection, and this can lead to heart failure. How poisonous is a kissing bug? But they might bite you, probably while you sleep. Most bites are harmless. Sometimes, though, they can cause allergic reactions or spread disease. Very rarely, they can lead to heart disease or sudden death. What do kissing bugs give you? Scientists have found that about 50% of kissing bugs are infected with the Chagas parasite. Kissing bugs are a vector because they can carry a parasite that can make people and animals sick. The parasite is Trypanosoma cruzi, and it causes Chagas disease. Killer bee is a type of bee created in laboratory in Brazil by mixing European honeybee with African bee. They are also known as Africanized bees. Scientists wanted to create a bee that will produce more honey, but unfortunately they created less effective and highly aggressive species. After escaping from the laboratory, newly created bee began conquering beehives of Mexican and American honeybees. Killer bee can be found in Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, and California. Killer bees are not huge insects. They are only 3 micrometers inches long, just like regular bees. Killer bees live in large colonies that include up to 8,000 members. Killer bees are known by their bad temper. They can be easily provoked. Perfume, piece of shiny jewelry, dark cloths, and loud sounds can agitate killer bees and initiate attack. Killer bees produce venom that is as strong as the venom produced by European bees. However, killer bees always attack in a group, which is why they are so dangerous. People attacked by killer bees suffer numerous stings and may experience fatal allergic reaction. After stinging its prey, killer bee releases the chemical that smells like kryptonite. That chemical alerts other members of the colony and triggers collective attack. Best advice to anyone attacked by a killer bee is to run following the straight path for at least quarter of a mile. Hiding in the water will not stop the killer bees from attacking the victim. Killer bees will simply wait above the surface of the water for the person to appear.